amiable, fatigable, sorry, eloquent and hardworking public speaking coach, Miss Rachel, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of Founders Training Academy, class of February 2026. Hey, I expected you to be here. A very good evening to you all. It is common knowledge that some training are received from the classroom, like we are receiving training now. Others from books, like Miss Rachel has taught us, has recommended some books in public speaking for us to read. Other lessons, and I think the most powerful lessons, are learned through the experiences that we have in life. My name is Hanna Yusuf. I'll be speaking to you on lessons learned through 2 unforgettable childhood experiences. These experiences were on someone else, but I'll be sharing it with you and also discussing the lessons. 2 stories. The first story is about a family. They had 7 children and a set of twins. The twins were 3 years old. After a heavy downpour of rain, these 2 children went out. The twins, they went out, came in front of the house. There's a gutter in front, and the gutter was flowing with water. If you have ever seen a gutter after a heavy downpour, you can picture what it will look like. The children were fascinated, so they drew closer. And the little girl put out her right foot. She put it inside the water, and the force of the water pulled her into the gutter, and off she went. The twin brother, horrified by the experience, quickly ran inside the house to call on, "Mama, Baba, water has taken my little sister." They all came out to the street. And you all know, after a heavy downpour, there's hardly anyone on the road, on the street. So there was no one at this point, only the parents and the neighbors who heard the screams. So they all came out, they were running, the water was already going with the little girl. But suddenly, right down about, let's say 300 meters, someone like an angel just appeared in form of a human being and saw the people running and screaming and pointing at the direction of the gutter. So he just looked, the man looked, and it was at the point where the water would have split into 2, either going right or going left. So he looked to his right and saw the tiny dangling legs in the water, and he reached out for the legs, pulled it, and brought the little girl out. And by this time, the crowd was already coming. That's the parent of the child and the neighbors. They came, they took the child. They were so happy, and they knelt down and they were thanking the man. And then the child survived. After, say, 2 years, another experience with this same girl and her other siblings. They went to visit a family friend. While the parents were in a serious discussion, the children left to the backyard where there was a mango tree with ripe mangoes dangling. So this little girl stretched her hand to pluck a mango. She couldn't, but there was a well beside the mango tree. So she stepped on the cover of the well, because the well was covered. She stepped on the cover of the well, tried to reach out to the dangling ripe mango. She couldn't. Then she jumped, plucked the mango, landed on the cover of the well, but it flipped and she dropped inside. But again, an unseen hand held her tiny fingers tightly to the mouth of the well, or will you call it the edge of the well. The legs were already touching the water in the well. Her head was almost buried in the well, but the hands tightly on the edge or mouth of the well. The siblings ran again in panic to go and call the parents and the host of the house. So they came and they rescued the child from the well. How the child did not let go is only by the special grace of God. But this child was rescued. What are the lessons learned? Parents must always keep an eye on their children at every point in time. In fact, 24/7. 2, parents should make sure wells, gutters are properly secured, wells are properly covered, and don't hesitate to respond to any distress call. You may be saving a life. By way of conclusion, guess what? That little child is the lady standing before you today. Saved by the special grace of God.